Hello and welcome back to Kristen Lee Vlogs, my travel focused YouTube channel. I am still in Norway, although only for like 3 more hours, but for this week's vlog I figured I would talk about how to get cheap housing in Norway, or really all over the place. For those of you who don't know, Norway is notoriously extremely expensive. The only place that I know that is more expensive than Norway is probably Copenhagen, Denmark, as well as Switzerland. So if you're looking for cheaper / more affordable housing, this is how you can do it. Welcome back. As you can tell, we have changed destinations. I could not finish filming in Norway because it was pouring rain and I was quite frankly running out of time before I needed to literally leave the country. So we're gonna finish it, 4 months later, and we're just pretend that it all was filmed in one happy little location. Yeah. Okay, going back to the video. So one way you can get very cheap and affordable housing is through couch surfing. Now, some of you may know what couch surfing already is, but personally, I didn't really know when I went to Europe. Maybe it's just not a big American thing, but I think it's a big European thing. Couch surfing is where you can sign up and use a platform to find hosts, so locals who live in the country of interest or city of interest, and they will host you on their couch or spare room or whatever. And it's a super cheap amount. All it costs is literally $3. I think it's like $36 or like $30. Like there is a little discount if you pay the annual fee instead of monthly, but it's amazing. You pay only $3 for the month, and then of course if you want you can cancel it right after like I did, but that's a massive discount from what you could pay for hostels pretty much anywhere in the world, but especially in Norway. When I was looking up housing prices for hostels, it was $171 to stay in a hostel. I think it was the K7 hostel, and it was only for 3 nights. So what's that? Like a little bit less than $60, like $56 per night. Personally, I'm used to paying $15 to $20 per night for my hostels, maybe $25 if I feel like I'm balling out or whatever. But yeah, it was not in the greatest of situations. I still wanted to go to Norway without having to pay ridiculous fees, and so that's why I found couch surfing. But yeah, and what's really awesome about couch surfing, or how it works really, is once you pay your $3 fee, they'll ask you to set up a profile. And in this profile, you say where I'm from, obviously your name, your interests, your university, why you're traveling in that country, and what you're looking for. Like, hey, I'm looking for 2 nights of housing. I'm looking for 5 nights of housing, whatever your specifications are. And then after that, you can start applying to sleep on other people's couches, like the host, right? And so you can also read their profiles, see what they're into, their favorite books, their favorite movies, how long they've been living in the area, if they speak different languages, all that good stuff. And so that way you can really find if you'd be a personality match. So I did this, and as you can tell, I'm a small kidnappable female, which I keep reiterating for some reason. Please, no one kidnap me. It's fine. And so for me, it was really important to find housing or a host that had been on the platform for a while, 1, and 2, that had a bunch of reviews from previous guests, specifically females, because I feel like the female and male experience is just different, I'm obviously gonna be much more comfortable staying on a female host's couch as opposed to a male, but I think with just the nature of it, there were way more guys willing to host people on their couches than there were females, so that's something to consider. But basically, once you send a message saying, hey, would you be willing to host me? Do you have availability? They'll reach back out and say yes or no, and then you can start a conversation, and everything is confirmed through Couchsurfing, and then you exchange WhatsApp numbers, and then yeah, you have good housing. Just FYI, maybe yes, you should tell your parents, but also my mom personally did not respond so well to my housing situation when I told her I was going to be sleeping on a stranger's couch. But it's fine. I was like, Mom, would you like to pay $171 for my housing in Norway? No, didn't think so either. So she was down eventually with the $3 fee, and I just stayed in constant communication with her. But anyways, I think this is a really awesome way to meet locals. And like I said, this is good for anywhere in the world. It's not just like the really expensive places. You can find couch surfing available worldwide. And it's a great way to get like a more authentic experience than you would staying at like a 4-star hotel. But I think we would all pick a 4-star hotel if we could afford it. It's fine. But yeah, I think that's mostly it. My experience was really, really awesome. Just like personally, I got into Oslo at like 11 p.m. at night. So it was pitch black, super late at night. I was walking 25 minutes from the train station to his housing, and then he met me there and he made me a warm dinner and it was awesome. And then I was there, like I said, for 3 nights, and every single night we had dinner together, we had breakfast together, and at night we would end up talking for like 2 or 3 hours just about all the musings of the world, like what our favorite movies were, our upbringings, like all that stuff. And he even offered to like drive me around the city. So not only did I get to drive around and explore at a much faster rate than I normally would have on foot, but he also drove me up to like the local mountains in Oslo. And so he took me to some of his favorite places to eat and like visit around some historic spots. So there's definite benefits to befriending locals. And he was like, if you ever need housing in Norway again, let me know. And he was just the sweetest man. So 10 out of 10 recommend the experience. Yeah, it was really good. But anyways, that's all for this week's video. Super short and sweet, I think. If you like this video, or if you just learned about couch surfing, definitely check it out. If you like it, like the video, please. Comment below if you'd be willing to do couch surfing. I know like a lot of older adults may not be as willing, but when I was talking to my host, he said that there's actually a way higher proportion of older adults, like 40s to 60s, who do couch surfing than he gets compared to like younger adults who are like 20s. And like 18 and above. Yeah, so that's another cool little statistic. And then subscribe for more videos. I think the next video I'll be talking about gap years, and I don't know, maybe I'll do another review, who knows. But yes, hope you enjoyed the video. Catch you all in the next video. Peace.